Shalom. My name is Cantor Mitchell Kowitz. The purpose for making this video is for you to acquaint yourself on who I am, what I can do for your synagogue, and the many talents that I can offer to you. I grew up in a conservative household. I was junior congregational leader at a very young age and also had the opportunity to join our choir at the Jacksonville Jewish Center at the age of 16 all the way through. I'm a opera and composition specialist, and I've written many pieces in a Jewish setting that were used at Temple of Aaron and many other synagogues throughout the country. There are a number of questions in hiring somebody to be sure that it's a good fit, to be sure that all parties are really able to not only cooperate with each other, but to flourish with each other. Some of the questions I received from many different times during my career, and I'd like to share a few of those with you at this point. For instance, they asked me once, why did I go into the cantorate in the first place? Well, I went into the cantorate because I love to sing, and I love to be able to do Jewish music. Jewish music has always been part of my heart, part of my soul, and part of my life. So following this progression in Jewish music seemed very, very logical for me to do, and it has been an extremely rewarding career, especially the teaching part to the young students. The second part is the fact that I feel that being a cantor is just more than just being a singer or congregational leader. It is a person that inspires. It's a person that teaches young and old. It is a person to use their capacity to integrate the neshamot, the soul, in each and every one of us during a service, and to try different experimental things that can also lead to more fulfillment in prayer and more kavah and kavanah in the service itself. One of the other questions that I was asked in the survey was, how do I approach leading a prayer service? Well, leading a prayer service is a very interesting thing, and many people do it in different ways. I try to approach it, and I'm a big proponent on congregational singing. I believe that the congregation has a stake. The cantor shouldn't be up there just purely to sing to the people. He should inspire the people and help the people to be able to join in particular prayers so that they have a spiritual stake on what's going on. There is also certain explanation of prayers that I think are very, very important. And in the time that I was at Temple of Aaron, there were 4 different instances that we did not have a rabbi, and I had to sub in those instances for anywhere between a 2 and 4 month period before we got a senior rabbi, which led to me going and starting to pursue my rabbinical career, which I'm still doing at this particular point. I believe that learning is something that is ongoing. It's something that we do for the rest of our lives. It's something that always interests me, especially the spirituality and the religious component of what Judaism really can offer. One of the other questions that I was asked also is, how do I feel about interfaith marriages? I believe in the Reform movement, conservative movement too, that the future for our civilization as Jews in the United States is based upon a lot on interfaith. There are people that really want to be able to enjoy, participate, learn, and to be able to practice all of the different things that involve Judaism and how they shape their own lives and how they can shape the lives of their children. So I have performed many interfaith marriages, and I will continue to do so, just as I have performed same-sex marriages, because I believe that love is a quality which God has given each and every one of us, and it should be explored, it should be celebrated. And finally, one of the last questions that was presented to me is, how do I envision my role in your particular synagogue on the larger community? I can answer that purely by saying there are many causes and many types of Jews. There are gastronomical Jews, there are religious Jews, there are studying Jews, there are Jews that go to the synagogue to be able to help them with their own political agenda. For instance, what is going on in different parts of the world. And I believe that all of these different integral parts help the Jew and help the person at your synagogue to be able to feel integrated, because it takes all types. It takes all types to be able to have a flourishing and wonderful and productive synagogue, and especially the youth, because the youth is our future. And with our future, we have a gaining. I repeat, we have a gaining of attendance that we need to have in order to be able to be the community that we need to support Israel and to support our larger community, the United States, and especially our own individual cities. It's been a pleasure to make this dialogue with you, and I hope that it is well received. Please feel free to either email me or call me in person to continue this dialogue. Have a wonderful day. Lihitrot.